This story is very interesting, so we have made this video very long, but you will not be bored anywhere, and you are going to enjoy this video very much. This story of a boy whose early life was very disturbed, meaning all things were getting unexpected with him, but even after this, he did not give up. The man who raised him wanted to make him a ninja. Now that boy, Gabimaru, became a ninja. But he became such a ninja whose body was completely immortal. His body could neither be hurt nor be killed. We will gradually know his whole story, so watch the video till the end. Now let's start the story from the very beginning. So in the childhood of Gabimaru, his clan head killed his parents, and all this was happened in front of him. But then he was just a small child. Then after that, the head made Gabimaru to get a lot of hard training. And after this training now, he had become very powerful. The head just wanted to make Gabimaru a powerful ninja who can kill anyone on his command. And the time moves forward very quickly, and Gabimaru has now become such a powerful ninja. Clan head was very impressed with him. Even he had married his daughter with him. He just doing this so that he could control Gabimaru. His daughter was very kind and gentle. Because of this, Gabimaru did not like her, but she was very good in nature, and that's why gradually Gabimaru started to like her. But Gabimaru was no longer liking his ninja work and killing anyone. Because of this, he wanted to quit this job. But Clan's head did not want this at all. He hurt his own daughter so that Gabimaru obeys his commands. He cleared with head that he could not do this work for long. The head of clan thinks something and says that's okay, then go on one last mission. After that, we will free you. Gabimaru agrees. But in this last mission, the head of clan himself traps Gabimaru in the fraud case, and he was going to eliminate him. Clearly speaking, now the head of clan has done with him. That's why he wants to kill him. Now we see that the head executing Gabimaru. A man tried to kill Gabimaru with his sword, but it doesn't even get scratch on him. Now suddenly, that sword of that man breaks, and no one can believe what they are seeing. Gabimaru also did not understand why this was happening. He thought in his mind that, I wish I had died now, because I have done many wrong things. There was no count of how many people he had killed so far. Now that leader is thinking something else, so now he locks Gabimaru in jail and tied him with chains. There, after some time, a lady comes there and asks Gabimaru some questions. He was just telling her that I want to die, but I don't know why I am still alive. On that she says, all this is the result of the training you have done so far. Your skin has become stronger than any sword. Now that girl asks, what kind of attacks do you use? On which Gabimaru says that he does not do normal attacks. By normal he means the attacks which are taught to rest of the ninjas. His technique is different. That girl starts asking if he knows any ninja stuff, and by stuff she means techniques. On which Gabimaru says that, of course. Now the girl asks to show that techniques, but for this he clearly refuses. Now on the next day we see that, the leader trying to burn Gabimaru in the fire. This time he ties him and lights the fire near him. There was a fire around Gabimaru's whole body, but his eyes were still open and looking at the leader, due to which the leader was scared, but he does not understand why nothing is happening to Gabimaru. So he again ties him with the chain and starts thinking of another idea. There, that lady comes again. Gabimaru tells her that he just wants to die. But on this, she says that she has nothing to do with it. She just wants some information from him, and that is why she is interrogating him. She wants to know about his life, on which Gabimaru says that his life has not been interesting at all. Due to this, it will not be fun to know about him. But the girl says that she is not doing this work for fun. She just needs information. Now Gabimaru agrees for this. He tells that he has not seen his parents yet. He says that clan's head of his village killed his parents, and then he raised him. Now Gabimaru says that he also tried to run away, but he could not escape, as his own friends caught him. The girl starts asking, why did you want to run away from this village? Gabimaru says something to her, but that does not disclose to us. Now the next day comes, and we see that the leader has thought of a new idea. He had called 2 big bulls and tied the legs of Gabimaru with them, and commands to run them in opposite direction so that they can tear up him from middle. But we see again nothing has happened to Gabimaru, seeing that everyone was shocked. At the same time, the girl comes there and says to Gabimaru, this is very strange. Gabimaru feels that maybe she is saying something related to his immortal body. But the girl tells that Gabimaru himself told her that he wants to die, but here he is protecting himself, and also if you really want to die, then why did you try to run away from your clan? Now Gabimaru has nothing to say. He felt something strange. His face expression changes, and he says that you really want to know about me. And after that, he tells that the head of the village is actually finished his parents. He got him married to his daughter, and then Gabimaru met his daughter, who was completely different. While living with her, he had become emotional and weak. He thought that he would leave her. But the head of the clan sends him on the last mission, where he put false allegation on him and caught him, and rest of it is in front of you. I am tied here because of those allegations. She notes all this and leave. In night we will see that the lady was talking to a man. She tells him that if many people can attack Gabimaru, then maybe they can kill him. But the man says that he has done all this. He collected a very powerful 20 people, and he locked them with Gabimaru. But still in the end, Gabimaru finished all of them. Now the girl was also very surprised to hear this. She says that tomorrow she will do this work. On the other side, we see Gabimaru was thinking in his mind that why was he not died, while he is also wants the same. Now he decides that no matter what happens, he will not react at any attack and let them hurt him. The next day he is put in hot oil, but still nothing was happened to him, knowing that he himself was shocked of what kind of person he has become. After that, they took him to a room where that lady was in front of him and some ninjas were sitting there. Here we get to know few things about that lady. Her name is Sagiri, and she is from Yamada clan. This clan is expert in swordsmanship, where the people are trained in such a way that their sword can cut anything exactly like bread. Now here she herself was about to finish Gabimaru. She attacks on him, and Gabimaru suddenly feels that his neck is going to cut, due to which he immediately moves from there. Gabimaru never had such feelings before, and he could not understand why he was escaping. Then Sagiri explains that Gabimaru just shows from outside that he wants to die, but internally he wants to live. Because he loves his wife, and even though he was trying to run away from her, he wants to leave all this and live with her. Gabimaru knew from inside this is true. Now suddenly, the girl stops attacking and shows Gabimaru a paper and says that maybe you don't know about this, but someone needs help, and he is sending all the people he chose to one place. The name of that place is Paradise of Earth. She says that if he help her, then she will free him. Then Gabimaru can spend his life as he wishes, as well as all the charges will also be removed from him and any clan, no matter who they are, not going to trouble him further. As some powerful person is supporting her, actually a portion of life is found in the Paradise of Earth. There is one thing found that people call it the elixir of life, and that is an amazing thing. If someone drinks that liquid, then they will become immortal in a way. The man had sent many people before with the soldiers, but all those who returned from there were found that flowers were coming out from their bodies and they had been killed. No one understood what it was, but still they didn't accept defeat yet. He still keeps sending his people there in search of the hope that someone will be able to bring that elixir of life from there. And that is why that man is assembling powerful people from different places. Where Sagiri says that your second task will be this, you will find some people from all the people who have come there, who is very strong like you, and they also has the desire to live. Gabimaru immediately accept that deal, because he just wanted to be free from all of this now. Here, the head of Gabimaru says that he will not release Gabimaru from here, because he was already very upset with him, and he was determined to end Gabimaru. Here, Gabimaru asks Sagiri that you said that you want to see my ninja technique. Do you really want to see my power? Then she answers, yes. After which, Gabimaru releases his energy. His energy was really powerful, and because of this energy, every person present there got killed, and only clan's leader was left. But now he was not in such a condition that he could stop Gabimaru. Gabimaru tells Sagiri that she gave him a chance. Now Gabimaru has a hope that he can get free from everything and spend his life with his wife again. After that, we are told about Sagiri's life. She is from Yamada clan, and his father was the executioner of her clan. Means his job was to eliminate those who have committed crime, but his dad was amazing. His sword skills were such incredible that the person in front could not know when he died, due to which they did not have to suffer the pain, and that's why all the execution was asked to be given to him. Sagiri also wants to be like her father. She also works a lot on her swordsmanship, but all the people she has eliminated so far, all were suffered with the pain, due to which a fear was filled inside Sagiri's mind. Here we are shown a man of her clan who tells her that there is still a doubt inside Sagiri's mind, which stops her to use her sword properly. He tells Sagiri that you look at your sword, and when she looks at her sword, she could see the faces of all the people whom she had killed so far. Now a fear had arisen inside her mind, due to which she was a little hesitant to kill anyone. She has just a doubt in her mind, but still she does not give up. Now after this, the time is finally come when Gabimaru need to meet the man who would explain the work to him. Here we see, in some unknown place, Gabimaru was along with many criminals. All of them were very expert criminals, and these people also don't have count of their killing. Their face is covered with cloths, due to which they could not see anything in front of them. It was just being done, for the protection of the man. All those criminals looks angry, but they could not do anything. We see that here, Sagiri was thinking in her mind that these are all criminals. These people have killed millions of people. If she practices her swordsmanship on them, then maybe she can able to use sword without any doubt. But she can't do that, because she was clearly forbidden to do so. Here we see another girl, sitting just behind Gabimaru. She was thinking in her mind that this is the same assassin ninja who is very infamous. She has to put the cloth back on her face again now, as she sneak peeks on Gabimaru. The man standing in front of them says that you all are being sent to the paradise of Earth. That place is so dangerous that we do not think most of you will be able to survive there. Now the clothes are removed from their faces, and a victim from that land was showed to them. They see flowers are coming out of his whole body. All of them get shocked by seeing this. The man standing in front tells that more than 60 people were sent before. Out of those, only this single man could survive. But we don't know why his body was reacted in such a way that flowers started growing on his body. Seeing these circumstances, all of them got scared. Then they refused to go there. But here they try to convince them all that these are all blessings of paradise. That place is like a haven where you can get a natural and peaceful death. People will start wondering why should they go there to die. But they are told that if they do not go, then they will be killed here. All the people start shouting, on which the man standing in front of them says that, okay, then those people who do not accept this can go from here. One of them stands and start walking, but then the man with red hair comes forward and blows his neck off. After seeing this, everyone else has calmed down as sword is placed on their neck. They are told that they have no other option. They can choose only one thing between two. Either die here or there. Now everyone was ready. But after some time, a man comes there and tells that the boat which was going to leave for that paradise of Earth has a limited seat on it. Due to which, a man among these criminals kills another criminal and says that, I understand that you people want this. After which, the fight started between them, and the man who gathered everyone here was not bothered by this, because he wanted whoever is weak to be killed here. And we see that man was very happy with all this. He enjoyed seeing all this. On other side, Sagiri and the red-haired man were talking to each other. Here he was saying that being a real executioner is a very difficult task, because it is not difficult to kill anyone. But the way other people look at them is very difficult to bear. To which Sagiri say that he was right. Her childhood was also spent in this way, as her parents were executioner, because of which all the children who used to be friends of Sagiri were upset with her, because they considered execution to be a bad thing, while these people eliminate only those who have done something wrong. The truth is a little different. Here, only the one who is in power is considered to be right, no matter whose fault it is. Next, we see that these people, while fighting, plan among themselves that why not we make a team and eliminate all the executioners standing here and run away from here. Now the team of criminals has formed, and they were going to attack these people. Now to do that, first of all, they choose Sagiri because she is just a girl. So what can she do? But Sagiri says that she will handle all of them alone, and very easily. She finishes all. But after this, she felt very strange. At first, she thought that she would not feel bad if she killed the criminal. But still, she was not able to handle herself. Gabimaru says that if we kill someone, then this kind of feeling comes inside everyone. Everyone was shocked by hearing this for Gabimaru, because Gabimaru is a professional assassin and he had eliminated many peoples, and still he is saying that. Here Gabimaru comes in front of that man with great speed, the man who had gathered all of them, and he says, "You're doing a really stupid thing by killing all these people, because in the end all will be killed. Then what will you do?" Here that man gets angry and he says that whoever finishes Gabimaru will be passed and sent back from there. Now a criminal comes forward and picks up a big stone and starts attacking Gabimaru. Then Gabimaru says, "I'm sorry, I don't want to finish you, but you guys want this, so I can't do anything now." And then Gabimaru starts fighting with them. He was finishing all of them with a great speed. Half a day passed and all the people were killed by Gabimaru. His whole body was red in blood and the corpse of all those people was lying below. Now that man and his people and everyone else seemed very scared of him. They were saying that he is really a monster. Here Sagiri could understand how Gabimaru would have felt to finish all of them, because Sagiri had eliminated 1 or 2, at most 3 people on single day of execution. After which she felt that she would also end herself, but Gabimaru did not know how many people he had killed in this work. She understood that why Gabimaru behaved like that, but she had learned one thing, that she don't need to stop these feelings, but just to accept this. Next we see that now preparations are made to go to Paradise of Earth. Gabimaru was prepared, and we come to know that remaining criminals who not died because they didn't attack Gabimaru, and he also didn't attack them either. They were all sane and powerful criminals. We come to know that a total of 10 people have been selected here, and 1 executioner is going with each one of them. Gabimaru was going with Sagiri. In short time their boat reached to that island. Few days passed on that island. Seeing this island, Gabimaru suddenly remembers a very old memory of himself. The man who had eliminated his parents, that is the clan head, had a very dangerous attack on him. His whole body had attacked with weapons. Even the sword had passed through his body. But he was still laughing, and at the same time he was not dead. Gabimaru understood that he too must have absorbed or drank something, because he used to say that he had found something from the other side of the sea, which changed his life. Gabimaru shares this whole story with Sagiri, but Sagiri says that he does not know much about the elixir of life. They move forward. Gabimaru and Sagiri were just going together. Gabimaru's hands were tied up. There are flowers around. But they knew that there is a lot of danger here, so he explains this to Sagiri and asks her to open his hands. But Sagiri starts saying that no, she will not do it, because she had ordered not to do so. All the people have to be tied and taken away and see that they follow the rules. Now Gabimaru says that in such a high danger, how can he walk with his hands tied? How will he protect himself? But then Sagiri does not agree, so Gabimaru moves forward quietly, but then he stopped and started saying that no, he cannot walk like this. He just pulls his hand, because of which his rope breaks. But Sagiri says that he can't do this, and she again gives him a rope. Gabimaru shouts and says, "What are you doing? You know that we has given food for only 3 days. Do you really think that we will get that elixir of life in 3 days?" On this, Sagiri starts saying that she does not know anything. She will just follow the orders, and she is not Gabimaru's friend or team member. She has just sent here to keep an eye on him. Now Gabimaru does not understand what they want. He says that the man really wants to get that elixir of life. He tolerates all this for his wife and ties his own hands, but now suddenly a big iron cannonball comes and hits Gabimaru's face, due to which he fell away from there, and when Sagiri looks on the other side, there was a criminal among those 10 criminals whose name is Kan. Things were told about Kan that he had killed so many people just for their weapons. Now Sagiri was very shocked of seeing him like this there, but then she sees that the executioner who was sent with this Kan, also with him, but he was not stopping him. Gabimaru was absolutely fine here, nothing happened to him. He goes ahead and asks Sagiri that, "You said that everyone has to keep their hands tied, then why his hands are free?" When Sagiri asks Sam to the executioner, he tells that all this stupidity, who can roam with folded hands in such a dangerous place. Here Gabimaru was also agreeing with him. Now that executioner says, "You should not have come to this place because you are the one who is in most danger." Sagiri asks them, why are they attacking them rather than finding that elixir? So on this, the executioner tells that he thought why not to eliminate the rest of the criminal before going after that elixir, and Kan wanted to do this because he wants everyone's weapons. He has hobby of collecting weapons. Now we see that he starts attacking Gabimaru. Out of his powerful weapons, he chooses one and attacks Gabimaru. But as soon as that weapon hit Gabimaru, it breaks down badly. But immediately Kan takes out his second weapon, but the same happens with it. Here Sagiri tells Gabimaru that even if he is not following his rules, you have to follow your rules, and then she asks to tie his hands. Gabimaru obeys her and he ties his hands. Here we see that Kan does many more attacks on Gabimaru, but none of his attacks were able to spoil anything, and now it is the turn of Gabimaru. When Kan attacks him with spear, then Gabimaru stops his attack, and because of this, all the weapons of Kan had fallen in the air. Here Gabimaru has just pushed him a little, but Sagiri got shocked as he defeated Kan in a single attack, and no one has able to defeat Kan before. But we see that Kan was not dead yet. He stands up and again starts attacking Gabimaru, but here Gabimaru also goes ahead and attacks him with his weapon and actually kills him this time. The executioner who came with Kan, he takes out Kan's neck because he actually has to return and show it to those people and tell them that the person he went with has killed. He also seemed a little happy here, saying that it is good can go early. Sagiri did not understand his behavior. Then tells there is a lot of danger in here, and the real danger is these criminals, because many criminals have killed their executioner, no matter how powerful the executioner is, but they used kind of technique that the executioner also could not do anything. Many of them defeated them only on their strength, and many of them also used some wrong methods. He was saying that now the situation is still fine, after some time the situation will be worse. Because all the criminals are moving inside on this island, when they all meet, no one knows what will happen. After that, he goes from there. Now, Sagiri is wondering whether she has any danger from Gabimaru or not, because till now, she could not understand what was going on in Gabimaru's mind. But at the same time, Gabimaru attacked her. Seeing this, Sagiri was shocked, and she understood that this is the real nature of Gabimaru. We see that here the fight starts between them, but Sagiri was still afraid of attacking Gabimaru. Although this used to happen with her while fighting with everyone, but we noticed that this same thing is going with Gabimaru over there. He was also feeling that he was getting a chance, but still he did not know why he was stopping his attacks. While defeating Sagiri was not a difficult thing for him. We see that Gabimaru was having the same strange feeling that he feels with his wife, and that is why he wanted to leave her, because he does not want to be weak. He starts attacking, and he remembers the talk of his clan head, who trained him that he can eliminate anyone, and thinks that I have to become strong again. And now he was attacking without seeing anything, and in the meantime, Sagiri's sword breaks. Gabimaru has a good chance to finish her. He has kept his sword on her neck, but still do not know why Gabimaru was not able to attack her. His hands were not moving. He sees the shadow of his wife, which was stopping him from doing this. He starts crying here and says that, I am really getting weak, but then Sagiri tells him that it is not so emotions make you weak. It is only our imagination that forces us to think like that, while the emotions are the only power. Whatever Sagiri was saying here, all this Gabimaru's wife had already told him. Because of this, he just keeps listening. Now the scene changes from here, and we see that now other criminals were also coming inside that forest. But right now we see Tamiya, who is a swordsman. He and his executioner goes inside that forest. Then they see many flowers in front of them. There were only flowers everywhere, and butterflies were flying all around. After seeing this for some time, when they start moving inside, suddenly a butterfly bites on Tamiya's hand. He doesn't understand anything, but then he immediately remembers that the man he saw there in the middle of Yamada clan had flowers growing all over his body, and understood that it was actually the work of the same poison's butterfly. He immediately pulls out his sword and cuts his hand. Seeing this thing, his executioner was very surprised. On the other hand, we come back to Gabimaru, where we see that just now he also found some strange monsters, whose face was completely like a shark. Gabimaru immediately puts on his mask and starts fighting. Here he tells Sagiri that you just stand behind a little and take care that it does not attack you. But Sagiri did not understand that, why Gabimaru was fighting with so many monsters alone. Now Sagiri lost her attention and a monster was going to attack her, but Gabimaru completes his fight and saves Sagiri too. Now many more monsters started coming there, but then some criminals and their executioner come there, and they also fought with them and saves Gabimaru and Sagiri. Later, both of them team up with them, where one of those criminals and executioner, a girl whose name is Yuji Riha, tells Gabimaru something about all these monsters here. Meaning when those people were coming here, they also found such dangerous monsters. By the way, those people were impressed that Gabimaru single-handedly eliminated so many monsters. We see that here, suddenly an insect bites Sagiri, due to which she has become unconscious, and now she is put to sleep to rest in a nearby cave from them. The scene changes and comes to the other side. In fact, it was the other corner of the same island, where we see that some more criminals and their executioners were fighting together. After that, we come back to Sagiri, who has now regained consciousness. When she comes out of that cave, she saw Gabimaru was cooking for everyone there. But here they did not know anything about the ingredients they were using, as they does not have enough food to spend all these days. They're going to stay here. They was given only 3 days of food, while to find elixir it will take a lot of time. So now here Gabimaru comes to know that the things that are growing on the body of the people have some nutrients, but now they could not eat them. They discuss the monsters they have killed. Their half body was of animal, so that can be useful to them. Now it was nighttime, and here we see that an executioner came here to talk with Sagiri. He tells her that she should return from this island because this island is very dangerous and a girl should not be here. But Sagiri did not understand why he was saying this, while Sagiri is strong. But he thought that Sagiri couldn't do anything. She should go and take over clan and do the housework. After this, the first executioner left from there, and the second executioner comes there and explains to Sagiri that you have a soft corner for Gabimaru, and Gabimaru also has same feeling. So if ever such a situation arises that he loses his control, then you should end him no matter what happens. Now the scene changes again, and we come to the same sea, where a boat was just passing through that island. In fact, it also belonged to an executioner and a criminal. Their name was Tenzo and Norgai. We see that these people were thinking of escaping from here, as they don't want to die. But then some kind of very dangerous monster attacks them. Here Tenzo, who is an executioner, he also fights. He was fighting to save him and Norgai, and finally he defeats that monster. But he got badly injured, so they have to enter in that island, even if they do not want to, and now they could not escape from there. Now their last hope was that elixir of life to escape, by the way. Here Tenzo comes to know that the Norgai is actually a girl. After that scene changes and we come back to Gabimaru and Sagiri. They were sitting here discussing something. Then we see that the master who said that Sagiri should return, he was talking to Sagiri. During that someone attacks him, he get very dangerous injury. It seems that the person who did this attack was a very dangerous criminal, and people called it giant. He has already killed his executioner. It is said that he was so strong since childhood, his body had grown like a giant in his childhood, and had become very strong and hard. Now he was also going to attack Sagiri, but during this time, Gabimaru comes there and kicks him and throws him very far. We see that Sagiri was trying to put a cloth on the injury of that senior executioner, but his injury was really bad, that his blood was not stopping, and he knew that he could not survive. So he gives the sword to Sagiri and says that you keep it and you have to train very hard. I am sorry I told you to go back, but I just said that for your safety. On this side we see that Gabimaru was attacking that giant again. Then he sees that his attacks are working and that giant was also fading away. But there was no effect on the body of that giant because his body also very hard like Gabimaru's body. Now here it was the turn of that giant. As soon as he attacks Gabimaru, Gabimaru got injured badly. Blood was coming out of his whole face, seeing which Sagiri was very shocked. Gabimaru says that fight is not over yet, and he stands up once again, and Sagiri also started helping him. Sagiri still had that sword, which was given to her by that senior executioner. She attacks with sword that cuts one finger of that giant, but still there was no effect of that sword on his body. But when he was moving forward to attack again, then Sagiri comes in front of Gabimaru and has swung her sword with full power. This time, she was not getting that weird feelings and doubt. Due to this, his sword finally strikes in the same way she always wanted to. But even after such a powerful attack, nothing was happening to that giant. But now Gabimaru stands up and says that now we have to work together. After that, he activates his ninja powers and releases his ninja energy. Again, the energy was still not able to make any difference to that giant. He was not getting hurt at all, but due to this energy, the surrounding trees started catching fire. Because of this, there was smoke created, and now the giant could not see anything around, and due to which, by mistake, he has fallen down. Gabimaru finds this opportunity and immediately comes to him and catches the giant. Following him, Sagiri also immediately goes ahead and attacks the giant, due to which the giant is killed here, and now they had finally defeated him. Now the fire was increasing in that forest. Due to this, they try to get out of there. She sees that master. He was the one who gave her that sword, and he was no longer alive. Now, while going out of the forest, on the outside side, they meet Yaji Riha and his executioner. Here, Yaji Riha was saying that this island is not that simple as we thought. Here, a criminal and executioner were moving inside from the other side of that island, and they has also killed many monsters, due to which they has came far inside the island. After coming inside, they meet two girls here, and they both did not look like humans. They says that it is really amazing. No one has come here on the island yet. You are the first two people who come alive here. After that, one of those girls offered to both of them to join their team. But the other one opposes it by saying that no, these people are human, we cannot keep them in our team. And suddenly she changed her form and becomes a boy and started attacking that criminal and executioner. After this, the scene changes. Now he comes back to Gabimaru. While they were moving forward, Gabimaru sees a strange girl. She was a little girl, and she was wearing a hood, due to which her face was not visible, and suddenly she starts running. Gabimaru thought she must know something about this island, due to which he runs after her. After some distance, suddenly a tree monster comes in front of him, who was protecting that little girl. But Gabimaru let Yuji Riha and his executive to fight with that tree, and himself runs towards that little girl with Sagiri. After some time, he was about to catch the little girl. Then he sees that the little girl has a lot of strength, and also when she starts crying, suddenly the vines of all the trees come around and start attacking Gabimaru. Gabimaru was holding her, but seeing this, Sagiri refuses to hold her and says to leave her. Now here, Sagiri comes forward and talks to that little girl in a very friendly way, just like a mother, after which the little girl became completely silent and goes to sleep. We see that now Yuji Riha and her executive come there, and they tell that already the tree monster has defeated. But suddenly the tree monster starts talking, and he says that just leave that little girl. Instead, he can give them as much stuff as they want to eat, and as well as he can also give information about the elixir of life. After hearing this, all the people were very shocked, but here Yuji Riha did not believe him. She thinks a little and says that we already have a lot of things to eat, and how can we believe you? But now Tree Monster starts saying that there is a hot break near, you can go there and relax. Now I don't know why, but Yuji Riha immediately agrees on this and runs ahead and starts going to that place. After reaching the place, we see a village. This village looks completely destroyed. The Tree Monster says that this village was destroyed thousands of years ago. After this, we see that he brings food for them. Now Yuji Riha and Sagiri were taking bath in the hot break. After that, Tree Monster tells them that the elixir of life really exists and they have come to the right island. But they will not get it here. He was explaining everything in detail to them, that this island was divided into 3 regions. And he also tells the name of that region in which elixir of life situated. And also on which island, because the islands were divided into different parts. This thing can be a bit complicated, so we will understand it gradually with the story further. After this, the scene changes once again, and we come to the same 2 people, who has met 2 girls, who were attacking them by converting into a boy. There was a fight going on here, and the girl who was converted into a boy was becoming alive after dying again and again, due to which both of them were not able to defeat her. In the last, she wins, and she throws both of them into a big pit. Here, flowers were going to come out of their body, but their lives were saved. On the other hand, the tree creature was telling to Gabimaru and everyone else the rest of the details about that elixir of life, and he also tells that his name is Doro and Mei is the name of that little girl. After that, we see that Tenzo and Norgai, who is actually a girl but she looks like a boy, so both of them were going to move towards that island, although they were not sure that they should move forward. They were just discussing this, then they suddenly feel something backwards. As soon as they look back, there was a boy standing there, but do not know where he came from because he was looking towards the island and no one was coming from there. There was a sea behind, and that is why they do not understand where the boy came from. We are shown Tenzo's past. Some time ago, when he was a small child, his parents did not take care of him at all. Even they did not want to raise him. They just wanted that Tenzo either dies or someone should take him. His childhood was passing like this. He never got complete food to eat, and for this reason, when he was hungry, he started stealing. Although he did not always steal, when he was very hungry and could not bear hunger, only then he would go to steal. One day he meets some bad people. He don't like them at all, and he teaches them a lesson and starts beating them. Looking at them, it seemed they were very strong, but Tenzo had defeated all three of them. Then a man comes there. He puts a sword in front of Tenzo. Then we come back to the current time, where that boy was looking at them. These people do not understand anything. They ask, "Who are you?" That boy was not answering anything properly. Now we see that his face was changing, and he was also one of that girls, which can change their gender. He could also change its form and his body like them. He says that, "We will not let you people come to our island because we do not want to create any problem." After that, he attacks directly. Tenzo was not ready for his attack. Because of this, he got thrown away and hit a tree directly. Both Tenzo and Norgai understood that whatever it is, it has a lot of strength. Due to this, they have to avoid his attack. Right now, that boy was attacking Norgai, but Norgai was dogging his attack with speed. But the boy moves forward again, but then suddenly Tenzo comes forward with full speed and shoots a sword on both the eyes of that boy. Now he could not see anything, but suddenly his eyes recovered again. And the same thing was happened there with those two girls earlier. Now Tenzo and Norgai has become alert, but they did not know how to fight him, due to which they decide that they just has to get out of here. Tenzo tells Norgai that you don't do anything, just run straight towards the island, and now Tenzo moves forward with very high speed and attacks the boy and cuts his body parts. And after this, both of them start to run away from there. But his body parts were recovering again, and the boy started coming behind them again. Tenzo again attacks him and tries to escape. But the speed of that boy was so fast that he catches them. Then suddenly a weapon comes there, which cuts the neck of that boy. It will recover again. But we see that this attack was actually done by the master son of Tenzo. Although he is blind, but still his target never misses. Now we see that they were running away from there with great speed. Even we see that Master San is also running very fast at this time. Nor was surprised with this. She asks Tenzo about this. Tenzo tells that his masters cannot see, but can feel things, and at the same time he can also detect things through smell. Because of this, he can see everything without seeing anything. Where his master San starts saying that, "You did not pay any attention. You were fighting with that boy, but I did not like your fighting technique at all. Because of that, I came in between. Next time when you fight, you must pay attention." Here, Nor shocked. She was thinking in her mind that in such a dangerous island, where she did not even know whether those people would be able to survive for more than 10 minutes or not, these people were giving instructions to each other, and Master San was teaching Tenzo. Now Tenzo asks him, "What are you doing here, and who is the criminal with you? Where is he?" Then Master San explains in some detail that the girl who was with him cheated on him. Because of this, he finished her. And he was just going back from the island, but then they came to know about the presence of many strange monsters on this island, due to which they have returned here to take their companions. Now, while they were telling all this, the same boy comes there. Master San saves Norgai and Tenzo. But that boy has attacked Master San's neck here, due to which he has suffered very dangerous injuries. Tenzo was fighting with that boy at this time, but the boy has become so fast that he was dogging every attack of Tenzo. He tells that he has calculated the speed of Tenzo, and now he cannot kill him, and now the boy attacks Tenzo, due to which Tenzo's body has suffered a very dangerous injury. Now suddenly past scene of Tenzo continues here, Now we see that the man who showed sword to Tenzo, actually he was none other than Master San. He had made him his student, and he gave him training, and he used to train all the students. Here Tenzo asks why he chose him. On this he tells that he had seen potential in him and wanted to do something, and he says that, "You don't think much, you will understand this yourself in the future." But Tenzo's skill was very bad. He was neither good at swordsmanship, nor did he had any kind of attacks. Tenzo says that he cannot do this thing. However, Master San explains to him that, "No, you cannot go from here. If you train, you can become strong." But on this thing, Tenzo says that, no, he does not want to do this. He just wants a normal life. Now Master San says that if you really want this, then it is fine. But before that, you have to finish me. Tenzo does not understand this. Now he comes out of there and unable to decide what to do. He meets the same red-haired man. He tells him everything said by Master San. Now here, the man with red hair says that, "Well, you have been told the same." After that, he brings Tenzo to a graveyard, where he shows him the grave of a boy. He tells that this grave belongs to a student of Master San, and he was finished by Master San himself. This student said that he did not want to learn from Master San. After which Master San agreed and he let him go, but then this boy was caught, due to which Master San himself was ordered that he had to eliminate this boy, but Master San never wanted to do this. But he had no other option. He could not do anything with that. That's why he told you, so that the same condition does not stand in front of him for the again. That's why if you join him, then one day you will become stronger than him, and if you want to leave from here, then you have to finish him first. After that, Tenzo understood that Master San did that only for his good, and that's why he wanted to train him. Then he trained hard and did not give up. He had already made a lot of progress. After that, we come to the current time, where Tenzo was very badly hurt, but he sees that both his master and partner Norgai were in danger, due to which he stands up and starts hitting that boy. He just did not think of anything else. He just has to protect Master and Norgai by any mean. Here Master was going to help him, but he tells them that they should run from here. Master did not want to do this, but after Tenzo forced him, he agrees and goes away from there. In a short time, that boy has defeated Tenzo, but here he was also praising Tenzo's brewery. After some distance covered, we see that Norgai was angry at Master San, saying that you did this wrong, you should have saved him. But Master says no, he gave his life so that we could be saved, and if I had stayed there, we would have both been killed. I didn't want this to happen to him, but I promise you that after a few days, I will take revenge on him for this thing. He was looking tough from outside, but inside he was remembering some memories of Tenzo. They never wanted to leave him there and hide here, but because of Tenzo, they have to do this. Now after this, we come to Gabimaru and everyone else. Here we see that all the people are collecting information from that tree monster. The information was so much that those people's brains start paining. So they decide that they will take a rest and get the information tomorrow. Here everyone was sleeping, and Gabimaru's duty was to stand outside and guard so that no one should attack them. Before, the same tree monster told him some things regarding regions, and he also told the name of that regions. But he did not tell in details. That's why Gabimaru decides that he will go to that place. Now he has left for there. After reaching there, he meets the same boy who has just fought with Tenzo. Here the boy sees Gabimaru and says very lazily that, "You go from here. Now I doesn't want to fight with another human." Gabimaru asks him that, "Have you also come here for elixir of life?" Hearing this, the boy was shocked. He immediately stood up and started fighting with him. Gabimaru attacks him, due to which the boy's hand breaks, and at the same time Gabimaru also hits his face. That boy has suffered a lot of damage, but his body recovered again and again. Gabimaru was shocked of seeing this. He says, "Are you also one of the Tension?" The tree monster has told him that there are some human-looking people named Tension, and there are a total 10 of such people. That boy also shocked by attacking Gabimaru, because Gabimaru's body was also recovering. In fact, Gabimaru was not getting much injury. But that boy's attack was also very powerful. Now Gabimaru uses his other power. Using fire technique on him, he tries to burn him. That boy was hurt by this thing, but then immediately he has also recovered himself. Now both of them start a very dangerous fight again. Here the boy was repeatedly healing. During the fight, Gabimaru asks him if you really were tension. But that boy does not give any reply on this. He also asks him about the elixir of life. But that boy was not replying on this either. Gabimaru did not understand what to do. Due to this, he starts doing his attacks with more speed. Now the boy comes backwards and once again changes his original form, means he changes to girl. He releases his true energy and he starts attacking very fast. We see that Gabimaru also did his attacks at full speed. Gabimaru knew that he would not give him any answer. Because of this, now he was going to kill him. Here the boy has fallen down after bad injury. But Gabimaru asks him if you know about elixir of life. But he says without answering anything that he will meet again very soon, after which the boy died. But suddenly a lot of flowers start coming out of his body and he was converted into a flower monster. Now he has become much bigger than before and his attacks were even more powerful now. Here he was using lightning power and the fire power that Gabimaru has used was not working on that flower at all. There are many powerful attacks on Gabimaru, due to which he was now losing his consciousness, and he was thinking that there are really many powerful monsters on this island, and this tension was just one of them. So how many others will be there? After that, Gabimaru faints, and he was stuck in a dream where he was with his wife. That dream was very good, but he knew that he could not stay here in this dream, otherwise he will be killed in real life. After wake up, when he comes to his senses, he sees that the flower monster has caught him. While Gabimaru remembers one thing of his clan leader, he said that he does not have to give up, no matter what happens. After that, Gabimaru uses his most powerful technique to release fire from his body, which is very huge. But that was not making any difference on that flower monster. But suddenly, May comes there, which creates a bubble-like thing and saves Gabimaru from there. Now that flower monster has come back to his normal form, that is tension form. But he was very confused about why May was saving him. Now we see on the other side that now it was morning, where all team members wake up. Then they see that Gabimaru was not there, as well as May was also not there. Here Sagiri was a little worried about Gabimaru where he went, but on this thing Yuji Riha says that maybe he must have gone to a place called Horai. In fact, Horai is the same place where Gabimaru really went, and they got to know about this place from Tree Monster. Sagiri was going to leave from there and find Gabimaru, but Yuji Riha and that executioner say that, why are you doing this while Gabimaru is a criminal? So what is the point of worrying about him? But Sagiri did not know any reason for this, she was just going to find him, but then these people also go with her. Now those people were going to cross the forest. Now we see that Sagiri was little worried because those people are going to fight Tension, which were very powerful, and they do not even have a full idea of their power. The tree monster was telling that it is going to be very difficult to beat them, because Attention has already been mastered 7 mythical rail. Now we get to know a few things here. This tree monster and Tension used to be humans earlier. We see that something happened here suddenly. Their bodies started changing. Some people became tree monsters and some Tension. All of them was hoping that their children became Tension because change had to happen to everyone. But after being Tension, there is a hope that they look like humans. Now the scene changes from and the next. We has come to all those Tensions who were sitting and discussing on the fact that they are actually a boy or girl because they could have transformed in both of them. But the useless talk ends, and there comes another Tension. He say that now we should leave all these things and think on all the people who have come to this island, what we need to do with them, because they are completely different from everyone else here when they come to know that. The boy who had a fight with Master San and Tenzo, he let go Master San and Nor Guy. On that, another Tension got angry, and he attacks him and blasts him. But he could recover again, but here his body was not recovering with that speed. By the way, the Tension that had just come here, he tells the one who just attacked that boy, you should not attack your family member, and you have also made a big mistake. The people you have thrown into Pearsabit, you underestimated them. They were not dead. You should have confirmation whether they died or not. But after that, they drank a liquid without worrying anymore. Actually, this liquid is called Ten, and this is the elixir of life, for which all people have come here, and after drinking this, the Tension that was just attacked, and his body was not recovering as fast, His body starts becoming normal again, and it seemed that he is very angry now. The scene changes from here, and we see Gabimaru and Mei, who were both lying unconscious, but now Gabimaru comes to his senses, and at this time he was thinking about that flower monster, that if he encounters him again, then how will he can beat him? Suddenly, now two more people come there. They were Tamiya and his executioner. Here, both of them were looking at Gabimaru and saying that it seems that someone has beaten you very badly, and that Tamiya was now going to attack Gabimaru. Because anyway, he wants to reduce his competition. Gabimaru was ready for the fight. But suddenly he tells them in a very humble way that he does not need to be killed. He wants to team up with these people. Now both of them were surprised, and they did not understand. Tamiya's executioner stops him. Now Gabimaru tells him in detail that there are some strange people here called Tension. Now Tamiya and his executioner has not yet met those tensions, due to which he was having a little problem in trusting the matter. But as their official team was formed, then he believes on him and then asks what other information Gabimaru has. Here Gabimaru did not have much information. He tells them few things. Now Mei has come to her senses, and these people start asking her if she has any information about how to defeat these tensions, on which she says yes, and then tells that there is a thing called a Tao. Now I don't know what it is, but with that you can defeat them. Now the location of the toe was not known, but they knows. They have to find the toe first before that elixir of life. Now after this, the scene changes and we has come to Sagiri. Here that whole group was moving forward, but they did not know that Gabimaru is still alive or not. Because there are so many powerful monsters here, they had seen this thing before. So there is no chance that Gabimaru will really be alive, but Sagiri was confident that no, Gabimaru cannot die, and without meeting his wife, no chance. Now the tree monster tells them about the Tor. It is said that the Tao is a very powerful thing in here. It is the most powerful, and with this thing those tensions can also be defeated. Now we see Master San and Norgai here. Norgai was attacking Master San, but Master San stops her. Norgai wanted to learn how to fight from Master San and learn some swordsmanship skills. But Master San was refusing, as this is not a place where he can teach her anything. But then she starts asking that you cannot even see. Then how are you able to see my attacks on this? That Master says that he sees waves, and for this thing he has to be very calm, and at the same time he has to control his anger. Then he can see these waves and react immediately. On this, Norgai says that she also want to learn to use a sword so that she can avenge Tenzo. Because he died saving both of them, now Master San says that I cannot teach you, but by looking at my fighting techniques, you should learn as much you can. First he explains to her the right way to hold a sword, and after that their many monster has come, whom he started to kill, and Norgai was trying to learn that technique. After seeing all this, she also uses these techniques on some monsters, and in some time she starts to acquire those techniques. Master San was also impressed to see this. He was thinking that yes, she has that ability. Now after this we see the same boy and girl who were thrown inside a pit by a tension. Now we knew that they has left from there, so now they were moving forward. The boy was known as Chobai, and the girl with him was his sister. Chobai was thinking how to defeat these tension. As their body recovered completely while fighting, Chobai has noticed one thing, that those tensions' bodies are very weak in some places, because of which it is possible to defeat him to an extent. But it was until his body did not recover again, because where his body was weak, it took a little time to be a regenerate again. But he does not know how to finish him completely. Now a man comes there, which was very strange, and we come to know that he is the right-hand man of those tensions, and they sent him here to keep an eye on all the humans on this Iceland. In a manner he tells them that both of you should return to the same pit and convert into flowers. But they don't follow. Now that man summons a lot of monsters there. All the monsters were obeying him and were attacking both of them. Seeing this, both of them divide their work, where Chobai is fighting with this man, and his sister with all those monsters. But this man was very powerful. He attacks Chobai's neck, due to which his neck was being cut and a lot of blood was coming out. Seeing this, his sister was very shocked, and now Chobai could not escape. But suddenly his neck starts to heal. The man is very surprised by this, and when he does the next attack, we see that Chobai's body was also recovering like tension. The reason for this was not known, why this was happening, but Chobai was enjoying this very much, and now he was thinking that the real fight will start now. Here the man says that no matter how strong you became, but you cannot defeat me. After that, he tells all his monsters to go and attack Chobai, because defeating that girl was very easy. But when he looks back, all his monsters were already killed, because Chobai's sister had already finished them. Here Chobai does not waste much time, and immediately attacks the man and finishes him. Here Chobai's sister was curious to know what happened with him and how his body was recovering, like the man who threw us in that pit. Now here the scene changes before the brother says anything, and we are back to Gabimaru and his group. There was a fight going on here. There were a lot of monsters coming there, but they were also losing to them, and we see that the one who is Tamiya has just put Mei on his shoulder so that no monster could hurt her. Now the fight goes on like this for some time. But then a man comes there too, and we come to know that those people are called Doshi, and they are the leaders of these monsters. He was exactly like the same guy who just fought there with Chobai, but he was not the same. After he came here, it was revealed that Mei was actually a Tenshin. But Gabimaru was still protecting her because she has helped Gabimaru. After fighting with almost all the monster, now he was going to fight with that man too. But then that man has divided into two parts, and after that, there were a lot of butterflies there. After which Tamiya explains that actually this is the same butterfly, because of which people were converting into flowers. A very dangerous fight starts here, and we came to know that no one had made flowers yet. But both of these Doshi reveal that they had gone through a lot of hard training, so no one can beat them. Doshi come below Tenshin in strength, and they also tell that Mei actually was Tenshin. But she is not with those people, because she was very weak, due to which they beat her and threw her out, and now they does not consider her a member of their team. They also could have ends Mei, but she just had two choices. Either she could become a Tenshin, or she should be much older, to start training to become Doshi, meaning she had some power, so these people used her. Gabimaru was very angry after hearing that. He activates his full power. In front of him, both of those Doshis release their power and convert into two dangerous monsters. And again the fight starts between them, and after some time we see that they were not able to touch those two monsters at all. And even if they were touch them, they were not getting any injury. Everyone was upset seeing this. Then Mei choose Gabimaru for that toe power, and she gives that power to Gabimaru, but she was not sure what kind of power Gabimaru will have. But luckily Gabimaru got the same power as Tenshin. It was not possible to immediately master that power because it takes a lot of time. But still, the speed and the power of Gabimaru has increased than before. Mei was also impressed by seeing how he learned to use this power so quickly, and after that he gave tough fight to those monsters and defeat them. They were just given the task to keep an eye on these people and tell if there are any danger to Tenshins. They was going to do that, but got killed before it. Gabimaru was saying that even though he has got the power, he has not yet mastered this power, and until he masters that, it will not be of much use against the rest of the Tenshin. After that, we comes to Sagiri and remaining team. They have reached at the Tenshin temple. After coming here, they meet a Tenshin. He immediately attacks and kills that tree monster. As he know that, he was the one who brought them all here. He just cut his throat, so tree monster is not completely dead yet. Seeing this, Yuji Riha moves forward here, but that Tenshin also catches her and says that, "You humans can never defeat us." Tenshin knew that all these people are here just to take the elixir of life. But then he tells that there is no such thing as the elixir of life. They consider Tao as the elixir of life, but it cannot make you immortal. It depends on you, what kind of power you get. The tree monster, which actually became the tree monster after having that toe. So we don't know who will become the tree monster and who will become the Tenshin. Now, while revealing his power, he creates a creature like humans, who were very powerful. They have caught Yuji Riha, and that Tenshin was sitting comfortably and telling all this. Now suddenly, Yuji Riha gets released there. She made very powerful attack on that Tenshin, but we see that in a short time he start recovering from that again. Before that, everyone was trying to escape. But Sagiri has stopped there. She was thinking that if due to this, someone can change into a tree monster or any other monster instead of Tenshin, then maybe Gabimaru has also drunk it by mistake and converted into a tree monster or someone else. But now Yuji Riha comes to her and says that, You do not know that yet. At this time we must save our lives, because if we can't, then we will never know what he has become. That tension has recovered now, due to which he goes ahead and starts attacking, but here he was very impressed by seeing Yuji Rya's move. He sees that Yuji Rya's attack is very powerful and even her strength is very high, due to which he gives her an offer to join. Sagiri and the executioner who came with Yuji Rya, both of them come forward to fight. Here that executioner attacks first. By the way, his name is Santa. He was attacking, but his attacks were not able to hurt that tension much. But his strength was very high because he was a professional. His attacks were not that powerful, but if his sword was touching tension, then his body was being cut from the middle, but as usual he was recovering. Here, Yuji Rya once again proceeds to attack him, and she somehow catches tension. But the tension says that no matter how much you try, you will not be able to defeat me. Now they start attacking even faster. We see that Sagiri was also doing some attacks here, but now she was very tired and blood was also coming out of her mouth. But then she does a very powerful attack on that tension. Tension was hurt first, but then he also recovers from this and says that no matter how many attacks you do, I am not going to be tired, and not my strength will decrease. We see that Sagiri was attacking. Her attack cuts one eye of that tension, which was now healing very slowly. But they do not know why. But they knew that whatever kind of energy tension has, it is now decreasing, and his aura also decreasing. But that energy was poison's energy. It was not possible for them to go closer to him. Yet they do not stop to attack, but suddenly the tension moves forward with very high speed and catches Sagiri. But then both Yuji Rya and Santa help and save her. But Tension was fighting for a long time. After that he stops and first changes his form, and now he has changed his form to a girl. After that he flies in the air. He throws down some bombs, which damage them a lot. Sagiri now started feeling that they would not be able to win. But then Yuji Rya says that you do not have to worry, because even though the tension is very powerful, his body can recover again, and hitting him also seems impossible. But he is not a god. It means he can die for sure. Now here they works by planning like a team, and we see that the Yuji Rya is trying to stop the tension by attacking. She is in open and tension can kill her. But now it was Sagiri's turn. She immediately proceeds to attack. That tension was also going to attack Sagiri and Yuji Rya both at the same time. But Santa comes there and catches the tension. And after that Sagiri does her job and attacks the tension. We notice here that she has attacked on the stomach of that tension, due to which the tension has fallen down here. These people finally breathe a little peace, and after that Yuji Rya asks Santa that when that tension was about to attack us, why you suddenly came there and catch him when he could have finished you. Here Santa is expressing his feelings that even he was executioner, but he never wanted to do this work by himself. His family wanted all this, that's why he had to do this, and he had learned all this thing since childhood. But now he has learned and understood all this completely. So now this is his work, and he did not want to change it. From inside he don't want to do this work, but his responsibilities were stopping him. But since he met Yuji Rya, his life changed a little. After this we see Gabimaru and his group, who were fighting with a very powerful monster right now. But finally this fight is over, and here Gabimaru and his team wins. Gabimaru was saying thank you to Mei here, but suddenly he feels strange, and his blood started coming out of the nose, and then he faints there. Now after this, the scene changes from here and comes to Sagiri and his group, where we see that she has just stopped talking, and suddenly the flowers start coming out of that tension's body. This was exactly similar, like another tension before. As long as they could understand what's happening, suddenly that tension attacks by converting in flower monster. He did this attack towards Yuji Rya, but suddenly Santa comes out there and takes that attack on himself. Now they see that the flower monster was looking more dangerous than tension. And when he was about to attack, Master San and No Guy has come there. They start fighting, and Master San was saying that everyone should leave from here. We see that flowers were growing on Santa's body, and he was suffering with pain. No Guy removed those flowers. Sagiri asks that tree monster if there is any solution to this. But he says that no, he doesn't know. Now all the flowers were removed. Here Master San attacked continuously. Now flowers has started coming out of his body. But he did not give up. He himself was removing those flowers with his sword. He has already lost a lot of his blood in this process, but still he couldn't lose here. Sagiri says that if all three of us join here, maybe Master San can get some help. But here Yuji Reha tells that she has no energy at all, due to which she can't fight now. But Norgai motivates both of them and says that there is nothing to worry about. Master San were planning for long on how can a tension be defeated, because those people have already faced tension. Here they all started fighting together. Now Sagiri and Norgai was helping Master San, but they could not help for long because the flower monster has become very powerful. He has stand at one place and able to handle these three alone, but there was a lot of frustration inside Master San because of Tenzo. And that's why he didn't stop attacking, and now his body was also responding, but his anger was not letting him stop. And here he was doing many powerful attacks and knocked down that flower monster. Both Sagiri and Norgai moves forward and grab the hands of that monster, due to which he could not attack with his hands now, but due to being a flower, he was attacking with the help of vines. But Master San stops them all, and now he also had the power of the toe. Because he has already done a lot of attacks on it, he also can become a tree monster. But it is luck that he didn't. We know earlier flowers were removed from Santa's body, due to which he was not dead. Here Master San did not know any way to stop that tension. Santa shouts from there that he should cut the O-wheel of that flower monster. O-wheel is a part of flower, and as soon as Master San cuts that part, suddenly he sees a lot of heads of the same tension inside it. Master San was saying that he should have told this thing earlier. Now he immediately cut all those heads, because of which that tension was finally killed. The tension was crying and saying, "Thank you to Master San." He told that, "You have ended my wait of thousands of years." After that, he converts to flowers. Now we see that Santa's condition was bad, and maybe he could not survive. They didn't have any solution to this, but here Yuji Riha goes ahead. She now went to him and sat down. Santa has tears in his eyes, but he was happy now. While he is going to die, he has the company of person whom he wanted to spend his life with. Because of this, he can die in peace. Now it was morning. Sagiri says to Yuji Riha that thank you, because of her all of them work together, and they have become good friends. And she was also saying that now we all should work together. And also, they will try to save the rest of the people who are still alive on this island. Now they were at place, which was like a home, and here they could stay. They ask Master San what knowledge he has about the toe. Then Master San says that nothing much, but understand that the toe is very powerful thing, and if it was not used properly, then it can be very bad. She was telling that the teacher of Gabimaru means the man who was the master of his clan, also used this toe, and he was immortal, but she did not understand how he got out of this island. But on this thing, Yuji Riha starts saying that, no, it is not like that. He is the leader of a ninja clan. He must know the illusion technique. He has created illusion so that he could become the strongest in the sector and be the leader of that place. Even Yuji Riha was saying that it also possible that Gabimaru's wife is also an illusion of him. Sagiri refuses this and says that, no need to talk like this. Now she was sitting outside and thinking about Gabimaru and all the other people who have given their lives in this island. Then Master San comes there and he asks what happened. Then Sagiri tells him everything, after which Master San was saying that maybe you like Gabimaru, but Sagiri says that no, she was thinking earlier that Gabimaru is a very bad criminal, but he is not bad. Because of his compulsion, he has to do all this and became a criminal, but he was a very good person. Now the scene changes from, and in the next scene, we see that Gabimaru has regained consciousness, and at this time he was inside a cave. All the other people were also sitting there. He was looking at all of them very strangely. In fact, Gabimaru does not remember anything. He just has some memories. He did not know what was going on here. He was just thinking that he could get out of here and collect information and escape this island. He did not remember who these people were. Here, Mei says, Tao that Gabimaru has got. It has very different power. It does not look normal, because here she was able to feel the energy of Gabimaru. His energy was not completely different, but his energy was located at his head. She felt that very strange, and she did not understand how this could happen. But with this part ends here, and if its next part comes, then we will definitely bring it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.